Hello, students. Welcome to my introduction video for our course, Innovation and Change Management. I hope you're doing well and excited to get started. The I think this course is really special from a career standpoint, and I say that for a couple of reasons. One of which is I can tell you that when executives in the room look for ideas to grow the business, uh, you'll know how to contribute at the end of this course, hopefully. The other thing is that I think innovation is a very complex and difficult thing to do sometimes. And so when we talk about change in an organization, it's important to have a process behind that. And so that's what we examine through the articles and the cases that we have available, and also the online discussions. That's my hope. And so a little bit about my background. I've got a doctorate from Creighton University in higher ed and leadership. I also have an MBA, and I have an undergraduate degree in psychology from Eastern Illinois University. The My background includes being a campus director and a national director, and also a regional manager in the higher ed industry for a number of years. I've also been an associate professor for Iowa State University for the past 6 years in their entrepreneurship and management program. And I've also had exposure to the restaurant industry early in my career as a regional director and general manager. So my background is largely in a lot of the financial, marketing, and new developments in products and things like that. You know, as far as being successful in an online course is, I think the key thing is to be prepared. I really need banter and differences of opinion, and I'm sure you will as well. I know hearing about this stuff really seems to stick. You've got experiences and theories all working together. I think personalities aside, the place for everybody online. Shy people can do particularly well as extroverts, and we all have. And I think this is a good way to think of this is from the standpoint is your experiences are very unique, and so let's hear about those and let's make sense of how this. We all have our talents, and I can assure you that they're very interesting and different. So that's what really makes the theory. We have or objectives here that we're going to accomplish through the course. Of course, theories of innovation and change are a part of that. Secondly, we're going to refine and expand your problem solving abilities through the cases. And some of the leadership abilities is we're going to examine what it takes to facilitate and implement change. The leadership theories and models will be looked at across cultures, ethics, and change mechanisms. The role of the leader in establishing culture and facilitating change is another thing that we'll look at critically as we talk about those in the discussions and the articles. And the simulation is a change management practice. And so you'll get to be able to go in there, make mistakes, and experience some of the things that are involved with change on a real world type level. Upon completion, we have a project that's kind of concurrent and ongoing throughout it, and students you can come in, assess, plan, and manage the process of change as if you're working in an organization. Kind of cool, don't you think? I think we're going to have some fun with that. And then the things you need to know. First of all, online requires feedback, and so as any course does. But I think particularly with online, I like to give that feedback specifically because it's my way of connecting with you as a student, and it also helps you in your learning and your growth. And it's easier to get into a lot of detail sometimes with that feedback. I love the fact that our classes are pretty reasonably small, and so I'll have that time to devote to that. And there's also been a lot of research out there as far as online learning, and that you can learn just as much or more. And I think part of that is that ability to deliver a lot of feedback. But I think another essential aspect to that is the fact that we can all share our experiences and compare and contrast. And, there's deadlines. So make sure you're meeting those deadlines. Those are probably not likely to change. The course moves so fast that once you change one thing, it's going to change others and has a ripple effect. And I'm sure you can probably understand how that would have a wide-ranging change on the course. We have utilized a number of methods. As you go through the syllabus, look at it very carefully. You're going to see a lot of things used, different learning methods, cases, articles, discussions, papers, videos, a simulation, team projects, and of course, the discussion threads are kind of the backbone of the course initially, and then we start getting into assignments very quickly. And each week there will be these things for you to work on, and you're going to want to plan that out to be effective. Look at the week, look at what's due, try and get things done in my view a day or two before. You just never know what can happen. Life has a way of doing that sometimes, where you plan for something, the best laid plans, and then all of a sudden something comes up. Someone gets sick, or the car doesn't work, or something happens at work and you have to work overtime, something like that. So really plan to get things done before the actual due date. And then as far as the materials, we're using everything you're going to need basically is the HBS materials, as well as some of the embedded videos in the course shell. And you want to get that ordered real quick. Try and do that before the class starts. And that's really important. I did send an email out to everybody with a link to that. So please get that taken care of. I will be able to see who's ordered it, I believe. So if you haven't, you may get an email from me. The PowerPoint slides, I occasionally will have those. I haven't decided to what degree yet. And, each class is different. If you guys like some slides, I may provide a little more than I would normally. But I think the combination, you have enough there to certainly work off of. And I'll also provide weekly summaries of learning at the end of the week. And sometimes I take important elements of the discussion, I put it into the slides or into the end of the week review, because I think somebody might bring out something that I hadn't thought of before, or anyone had thought of. And that's kind of interesting. Teams will be selected also for the Disney case and the simulation. Keep those in mind. I will do that through Canvas. And we do have grading, of course. That is you want to go through that, look at the rubrics, understand the written assignments, discussions, look at the differences in the rubrics between things, and really work at getting the assignments in on time. With an online course, of course, we have deadlines because we're moving on to the next concept, the next thing so quickly. And so first day, there's a slight reduction. Second day, another reduction. And then I generally don't accept work after the second day. By then, it's kind of already past, reasonable time length. And so exceptions can be made if there's extenuating circumstances. What I really look at is advance notice. Make it reasonable advance notice, not 5 minutes before it's due, but preferably much earlier, unless it's some last minute thing that is reasonable. So there is no planned extra credit in the course. I typically don't round up grades, so you want to keep an eye on where you stand on that. And if you have any questions at any time, please send me an email. And if you need to schedule time with me for a little more detail, a little more time spent, we can do that online too. Writing skills and communication are a part of the quality of one's work. Please edit your papers. I think that's just a great practice, and that don't try and redo stuff as far as submitting it twice. I typically don't have redos on things, so give me your best effort right from the beginning. Last but not least, so what are the success factors in a course like this? First and foremost, check into the course regularly. Look for emails, check in daily. I know you have a lot of other things going on, other courses, personal stuff, but things do happen quickly in a course, and so something could be directive, instructional from me. If I send something out, it's really important to read it. So those are some things to keep in mind. Plan ahead to meet your assignment deadlines. And, I know we're all in the habit of kind of reading through stuff quickly sometimes, but really be engaged in learning and read through the articles, read the cases thoroughly, look at the content, apply it, think about it, and be a good teammate, on the group projects. Submit your best work, edit it. It always takes me, I don't know about you, but whenever I'm writing something, it takes a few times through it to get it down well. And then if you have questions, let me know. We can schedule something too. Let's get started. I'm really excited to have you here. It's a great course, and we're going to put some really good effort forward in this. And I look forward to having you as a student. See you soon.